then we got to put our review together.
Yeah, and then we'll take like 2 days off of not playing COD. Yeah.
And then jump into the new one.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Time's flying.
Time is flying, bro. The grind does not stop.
Yeah. Welcome everyone to episode 134 of the COD Casuals podcast. We're your hosts, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Very good, bro. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah, we're chilling, man. We were just talking about finances before.
Yeah.
Here. Talk about how people spend money that they don't have on things that they don't need.
For people that they don't care.
Yeah, for people that they don't care. Now, I mean, I'm doing good though, man. I was just I've been having a good weekend. It's been a long weekend that we're coming off right now.
Yeah. Happy Labor Day.
Yep.
Even
Happy
though it's
Labor
gonna be
Day.
past.
I started up school this week.
Mm-hmm.
RIP. But I will say though, like there is something to be said because I had a couple people that were like, they're like, oh man, you started this week and then you got this 4-day weekend. Like that's kind of whack.
Mm-hmm.
Personally though, I like it.
Yeah.
Because it like gets me back into the groove of like, okay, yeah, like I do have a purpose on this planet. Like this is what I do. And then I get to have a little break from it and get back into it.
Yeah.
Where I
Well,
feel like-
that was the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
To get like the kids too.
Right. That's what
Yeah.
I would assume the logic is. But I know there's a lot of schools that are starting up like on September 5th on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
After
Labor Day. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what we did. We always start after Labor Day.
Yeah.
But also it's the that 180 days that you have to hit for public schools.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm sure that's also a reason why like starting earlier, just to account for
Snow days or whatever it may be.
Supposedly, dude, we're supposed to get, according to the Farmer's Almanac,
Okay, let's hear, bro.
we're supposed to get an insane like snowstorm sometime this year.
Bring it on, boy.
Which also like we're again like I wouldn't be surprised if we did. I also wouldn't be surprised if we didn't because the weather has been wacky around the entire world.
Yeah, it's been insane. I mean, dude, this summer altogether was like
It sucked. It was just raining.
I was gonna say it was pretty mid.
It rained like the majority of the time.
Yeah, dude, my basement got flooded like 4 times, bro.
yeah.
It was ridiculous.
It rained so much this summer.
Yeah.
And we got like a little taste of fall like the last like 2 weeks, and then Labor Day week it's summer again.
Yeah.
It's like right now it's like 85 and sunny, but this week's supposed to be high 90s.
Yeah, I know, which is gonna
Like, what the hell?
It's gonna be awful.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking forward to it. But at the beginning of this like long weekend, it was so perfect.
Yeah.
It was like 65, 70.
we're getting to the
nice and
fall.
sunny. I'm like, oh, dude, that's my jam.
Yeah.
Like I would say for sure, like that's my favorite season. Fall is like at least like right now, like the time like right as we're transitioning from summer to fall. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Because I can like you could still wear summer clothes, but you could still kind of wear like you can wear long sleeves and like, sweatshirts or whatever. I hate when it just goes to like full on winter or like
And then you immediately have to put on like a jacket.
yeah
A heavy jacket.
like 24/7.
Yeah.
That's
No.
what I don't like.
Yeah. If it's 65 to 75, like sunny, breeze, that's great.
Yeah.
Great weather.
That's what I'm shooting for.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Otherwise, I'm doing good. How about you, bro?
I'm good. Yeah. I mean, I don't have like a period where I stop working.
Yeah, I know.
24 hours. No.
The grind.
I forgot. Like we took like a week off, technically.
Yeah, we did.
For you guys, it hasn't. We didn't take a break.
Right.
But we recorded an episode with Alley Cat, analyst for the CDL. So if you haven't, go check that episode out.
Dude, that
She was fantastic.
Yeah, that was an awesome episode. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah,
This
me
isn't
too.
just like hype, trying to hype up the episode.
Yeah.
It was honestly, it was a really good one just because it was so insightful.
Mm-hmm. Insightful and just genuine. Yeah, we can talk about that for like, a minute or two. But Allie's great. Like she's so good on the microphone. Obviously, like she has to do it for a job.
Right.
But you can tell she's a very genuine person and she came from like humbling beginnings.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I remember we were worried about that at first because we always like when we have guests on, we're always like, all right, man, we hope that they'll like carry the conversation and it'll be really smooth and easy.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with this being over, like being online, we were like, hope there's no lag or it's like, kind of interrupts the flow of it.
Mm-hmm.
But she carried it. She went on about like just any question that we would ask, she would give, such a thorough explanation of it and give us so much more to talk about.
Yeah.
Definitely learned a lot.
Oh, yeah.
A lot about just her life and everything that like is involved in that kind of work, because that's, I mean, she's a rarity in that aspect. Like in that line of work, there's only her and a handful of others that actually do that. And getting to that position, it was really cool to hear all that stuff.
Yeah, the come up is great because no one ever like thinks about that.
Yeah, no, you never do. You just see her where she is now.
Yeah,
You know, and think she just spawned out of thin air, which is not true.
Yeah, it's never like that. But yeah, no, it's cool to get these guests on because again, like, it's cool for us because we get to sit down and just listen to them, and hopefully for you guys too, listening. You know, you get some behind the scenes of, you know, all these guests, like their life and how they got there, and you know, maybe one day if you guys want to be, you know, a CDL analyst or a content creator or something, that's the whole point of these episodes. So you know what it takes. Like, it's a grind no matter what, whatever career it is.
Yeah, I mean, and this is what we were talking about prior to recording, was just like the grind of like any of those jobs, because like, I mean, there's always going to be drawbacks of every job that you work, whether it's like, you know, you're in the corporate world, I'm in the education realm, or she's a streamer and she's part of the CDL. I remember she talked about it for a bit. She's like, there's a lot of sacrifices that you're going to have to make if you do that. And yeah, talking about, dude, streaming for a job, like, that's got to be so freaking hard.
Yeah,
to do that, like 8-10 hours a day, just always playing the game.
Yeah, and I hope the people listening aren't the type of people that are like, you're just playing video games. You know, there's a lot more to that because, I mean, we can get into, like, we can talk about our perspective, right? Like, we do this podcast. We make no money off of it. We do it for just pure fun because we just enjoy talking about COD. And we already talk about it anyway, so
yeah,
might as well put it out there and put our opinions out. And like, it's just fun for us, so it makes it a lot easier, you know. And I feel like a lot of people like jump into this space and they're like, oh, we're not getting instant like gratification,
right?
Like, you know, the views and numbers aren't there. I'm telling you, if you look at the numbers and views, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah,
like, and I'm a big, you know me, I'm a big numbers person. I do look at it, but I mean, it doesn't affect me, and like, I shield you from it. And like, because if you do look at the numbers for some people, it does, you know,
it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, you're like, what the heck? We've been doing this for X number of like months, years, and this is what we get. You know, like, you just got to keep going, and that's why you have to have fun doing it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people too, they forget where they started from. You know, like, we think about like talking about ourselves, like how many views we had when we started compared to now. Like, we probably couldn't imagine where we'd be at now, even though now, like, where we want to be in X years, we're going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're always trying to grow, and you're always going to be like thinking in that moment, like, oh yeah, it's not as good.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's streamers on, like, I'll see in there or on YouTube, they're like, yeah, you know, like, I'm not really happy. We only got like maybe, you know, like 1.5 million views this month.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's like, but to them, like,
yeah.
when they, like, maybe 5-10 years, like, well, not 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, that number would have been insane if they hit that.
Yeah.
But now, like, their standard is above that. They're like, you know, we're trying to hit 2.5 mil a month. 1.5 is not where we're at.
Yeah, and like, I can understand that, but like, you know, like, we're grateful for any person that listens. Like, you gave us a chance, and you listened for, even if it's like a minute, like, you still clicked and like listened to us and gave us a chance because you were interested somehow.
Yeah,
and like, we appreciate that.
Well, and it's crazy to think too, man. Like, when we started this, again, it was just like, I mean, I don't think we ever imagined that we would be like having, you know, let alone 5 or 10 people constantly listening to us.
Yeah,
you know,
we were like, if one person listened,
yeah, that'd be
awesome.
Yeah. And it's like, now we got a lot more than that.
Yeah.
And I think too that like we interviewed some of the people that we had, and we'd had Alley Cat on. I'm like, I could never, if you told me that when we first started, I would have thought you're crazy.
Yeah, me too.
And I've been like, yeah, no way. Why would she ever want to talk to us?
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very cool.
Yeah. And you know, being a creative, like, you have to, your brain's always like thinking.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted to point out too. Like, we have, you know, our other jobs, and being creative, like, it takes a lot out of you. Like, we're always thinking about the podcast, and again, like, our numbers are like great for us, but comparatively, like, we're small fry. But we're always thinking, but that's also because we just like doing it.
Right.
Yeah, you know, there are times where like we have to get the stuff out, and like, you know, we set deadlines for ourselves, but you know, we just enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna get into anything, like, again, coming from us, like, we're not massive content creators by any means, but for us, that's where it has to start. And I think most people would agree is if you don't enjoy doing it right off the bat, it's not worth doing. You have to do it just because you love it and it's fun, and then you can morph that into a job if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
But it's got to start from just like the passion of actually enjoying the work.
Exactly. I mean, we got through Vanguard. Like, just saying, like, that wasn't anywhere near like our favorite Call of Duty.
The passion of COD got us through that.
Exactly. Yeah. And that says a lot.
Yeah.
That says a lot right there. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the Alley Cat episode, though, definitely go check it out because Alley is really, really cool. Great episode. Not just hyping her up, like she's just very interesting, like how she got there. It is a long one, but we like to give our guests, the platform and just talk because, that's what I want to hear personally. When I'm listening to a podcast, I want the guests to just go off and talk about their life and like stuff that other people don't know.
Right.
Instead of like, I know we try to keep it within like an hour and a half, but again, like if the guest goes
special
off,
guest.
Yeah, go off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like people who maybe listen. They've heard our voices before. They don't need to hear our voices for the 133rd time.
Yeah. And there've been plenty of podcasts where I'm listening, and then an hour goes by, and they're like, "We're ending." I'm like, God damn it! Like, I want to hear more.
Yeah.
And it's been an hour already. Like, that went by so fast.
Yeah.
Those
are always the best ones.
Yeah, right. So hopefully you guys enjoy the episode and let us know like what other guests you would want on, because like that's our favorite part. Like it's awesome to have guests.
Yeah. So again, if you have any suggestions, then we'll try our best to go and lock them in.
Yeah.
But otherwise, though, man, like that's been going. You seem to be doing good. The COD grind, it's been good. It's been steady.
It's been steady.
Yeah.
It's been slower though, I will say.
The rank, I would say overall in the rank grind's been a bit slower.
Rank and just a season.
Yeah.
But I also think it's because this is a shorter season, and also like I went on vacation for a week. That kind of like
threw a wrench in everything.
Yeah. But we're gonna get there. We still have like 20 something days.
Yeah.
But we can.
I think right now I'm what? I think I'm 970-ish.
Yeah, you're something like that. Yeah.
And it goes to 1050, so got enough time.
Plenty of time.
I've got a couple of double XP tokens in the bag in case I need to pop them. Hope I don't have to.
I don't think we will. We're going at a steady pace.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna hit 1050. Definitely going a little bit slower, but and ranked we're both in diamond right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, that's a lot of wins that we have to get to at least get to Diamond 3.
Yeah.
Or Crim 1. But, like, I think about the amount of days. Like, we have time.
Yeah. Again, because we pretty much play every day.
Yeah.
So, like, it'll work itself out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't remember how last night went. We lost 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we played 3 and we lost 1.
Yeah.
Which, again, if we're always going positive at the end of the night, that's what we got to do.
And if, a weekend here and there where we just, like, stay on and play because we're both free or whatever, like, it'll even out. Yeah. We'll be good.
Yeah, dude, I'm thinking about that from yesterday, bro. We choked that fucking, that walk back that we were
the
down.
Control.
Yeah, the control on hotel.
Yeah.
Bro.
That was a tough one.
That was brutal.
We went down to 0-2, and we came back, won one round, won another, and then we choked the last round.
Yeah, I don't know how it really happened, though, honestly. Because, dude, I started getting in my head. I think like people could probably relate to this. Like I was just playing bad. Like the first couple rounds, I was just getting caught. I was doing like I remember the first moment that I chalked it up was because I was running right off of spawn into kitchen because we were on defense. Oh no, we were on offense. So I'm running through kitchen and I have my knife out.
Yeah.
And you know how sometimes when you try to switch, like he'll go and biff?
Yeah.
So this guy doesn't even notice me, but like I do that. He hears me, turns around, I try to take out my gun, still does it again, kills me.
Yeah.
I literally went like, oh my God. Like, no way.
Yeah.
And that just like checked me for the first like while.
Yeah.
And I went in the cycle. But then we walked it back. I started frying.
Yeah, you win one round, you win like that's all you need, one round.
Yeah.
And I will say, like we had 4 subs. And I'm always a person that's switching to the AR.
Yeah, you're always the
if I have to. Yeah. And which I'm fine with. I'm fine with it if everyone else that's a sub is comfortable and they're frying.
Right.
If they're not, I get in my head and I'm like, I know I can do a lot better as a sub if you know, instead of like anchoring the whole time.
Yeah.
But I switched to attack, and then everything was it was flowing a lot better, and like I just had to sit and like watch points for the most part. I was just getting the kills that I needed. But yeah, we were defending, and we just lost map control. Like I know the specific play. It was me and a teammate were both top plat on like D2 on the desk where B is, and someone ran up the stairs, got a 2-piece, and once we both died, you came and traded that guy that killed both of us, but another guy came, instantly traded you 3 down, and our other 4th was somewhere in Narnia.
Yeah, not on the scene.
Yeah, and as soon as we went 3 down, we're spawning like back white. We're not making that.
Yeah, that's like got to be the most demoralizing thing is when that happens, and then you see like they understand that and they're stacking the hill.
Yeah,
and we're spawning by the chandelier. Yeah, we're just like, oh, dude, we're all just like, not gonna make it.
Yeah, like it's gonna be so hard. Like either they have no trophies and we all hit our nades at the same time.
Yeah,
or you know they're dumb,
absolutely choke.
Yeah,
and we get all the kills there.
Yeah,
which is pretty unlikely.
Yeah. So
we lost that.
That one was tough.
Yeah. But then after that, we played a search, and you were absolutely world starring these. Almost did a 1v4.
Yeah.
Which I was hoping for. Yeah, I was like, I remember looking at my screen, I was like,
yeah.
I was like, dude, you got this, bro.
I thought I had it, but the guy was smart. Like, I killed 3, and there was 17 seconds left, and I was outside the tunnel on Mercado, and I killed the 3rd guy. 17 seconds left. The bomb's planted at A, and I know where the 4th guy is. So I run through the tunnel. I'm hoping he is right outside of the corner of the tunnel. I jumped out, wasn't there, played it smart, went around to blue, and at that point I had like 9 seconds. So it's either defuse or take the kill.
Right.
And then I just died.
Dude, that guy got so lucky that time was on his side.
Very lucky.
Yeah. I was going to say, I wouldn't even give him the credit of being smart.
Yeah.
Because those guys, like, they all played like idiots.
Yeah.
And then there was only maybe like 12 seconds left.
Yeah.
That guy, he just had to hide, which is pretty much what he did.
Yeah.
Just playing.
I don't even think he meant to hide, though, because he knew that I was L and his teammate was watching the tunnel. Right. I killed his teammate, and most people tip for you guys, like, most people, when you kill someone, they're running in opposite direction right after that.
Yeah.
Like just switching directions. If you're playing like a good player, they usually do that. So he went and checked like around where the blue block is, and I wasn't there, and that's when the time like expired.
Yeah.
So.
But then we ended up winning the whole game. Though. I think we won like 6-3 or 6-4.
Yeah. Like there was one round I almost got the ace too, and like I turned on these guys so bad.
World stardom.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember like the last kill. Guy scared the hell out of me, bro. The guy at the top, he was up on the platform there in Cantina.
Yeah,
for the last kill. Yeah, dude. It's like moments like that. I'm always just wondering what that guy's thinking. You know, doing a play like that. I'm just like, bro, what? Maybe he's just giving up.
Yeah,
it's like a 1v4 for like the match to be over.
Yeah,
you know, and he's just kind of saying, screw it.
Yeah,
you know. Maybe.
I'm like, what are you? He wasn't really watching anything. I mean, I guess he's watching the staircase, but then. Like, on the kill cam, he turned while he was prone.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know what you're watching.
You know? And, like, I don't know where the headset was, bro. Like, I didn't even have dead silence popped. I'm like, you should have heard me coming a million miles away.
Yeah.
You know? But he got joked.
Yeah.
So GG's.
And so ranked has been, like, you know, it's been going well. Just steady.
We still got one more season left after this anyway.
It's not at the pace that we've been going at or what we want to, but we're going to try our best the next, like, 20-something days.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, we got to talk about, like, MW3 news because
before we get to this, we'll get to the MW3. Got to ask your opinion on this, though, because I'm sure everybody else is wondering about this. Dude, the new thing that they added in here, this new vote to keep people from the previous matches. What the fuck is this nonsense, bro?
Yeah.
You like this?
I mean, like, no, I don't like it.
I think it's dumb.
I think it's dumb they're adding it this late. And this was for the Season 5 Reloaded, like, update. And again, there wasn't that much. They added that. And they added that new map, the DRC Zone 1, which I played that map like a handful of times now. It is a good map.
Yeah, right?
It's like it's very simple.
It's so yeah, dude. It's so simple.
That would be a good competitive map.
Yeah.
In our casual
Right
brains.
opinion. Yeah, the hardcore people
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out and start with their pitchforks, bro.
Yeah.
I think that I agree though. That map is so simple.
Yeah.
There's no BS with it. No like water. No weird like platform. Like it's just so flat.
Yeah, it might be too much for like respawn because it's so
Yeah.
small, but I think that would be a good search map.
I think so too, personally. But yeah, this map voting system, or not map voting, rather the team voting, like to
Team
stay
voting.
with your team. I don't get why they added this in, and I don't know why they're trying to make any of these kinds of changes when we're this late into the game.
Yeah.
I think this is just something that was always in the other CODs where like they would just go and match, like they wouldn't even do the matchmaking like after the game. They would just keep you in the same lobby as
Yeah.
long as they could until like they had to
Yeah.
go and refresh because people ended up leaving.
Yeah. This was a while ago though.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
when did they change this? Like
I don't know when they changed
it was a while ago because
Yeah.
this has been a thing for a while.
Yeah, it's definitely been a thing since what Cold War and like MW2.
Oh yeah, and even before that,
Yeah.
like even BO4, you weren't in the same lobby.
Yeah.
It goes back
Yeah,
like a bit. I don't know when they changed it. It's been a while, but
I
yeah.
like that system though. Just
yeah,
keeping
like
the
your
same thing
same
going.
lobby. Yeah. I think part of it is the skill based matchmaking.
Yeah.
like they want to just they don't want one team like a team stack of like a six stack versus like 6 random people.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying playing the same 6 stack over and over. But I mean, yeah, I like that system too because then you can just jump into the next game
Right, it's
away.
just quick.
Yeah.
But now, like with this, once the game ends, for people who maybe have given up on the game and haven't played it, once you get done with it and then they're at like the scoreboards at the end, it just says off to the right, like, do you want to keep playing like with your current team? And you just vote saying yes or no.
Yeah.
I pretty much always just say no.
Yeah, everyone
you know?
does. I've never seen someone vote yes.
Yeah.
But I'd assume like if they do vote yes, then you just load up into another game like pretty quick.
Right.
Which that would be nice. I mean, again, I don't think it's like back in the old days. Like you have a grudge. Like we've played people that we didn't like, and we're like, oh, I hope we get them again next game. Because
yeah.
that would be fun. It's
Well,
like,
dude,
all right, you want to test us? Fine.
That's
Next
what was
game.
always so fun.
Yeah.
Is like you'd have the guys like I'm like we've all been there. The other guys are on their team and they're just trash talking you, saying like horrible stuff about you, how much you suck.
Yeah.
And you're like, dude, next game, like load in against them.
Yeah.
And you're like amped because you get to play them.
Yeah.
But now these guys, they just lost in the ether. You
Yeah.
never get to
yeah.
see them again.
Like you fry them, and now it's like, all right, it's 1-1.
Right.
You gotta stay.
Exactly.
You can't leave. Yeah. And speaking of that too, the trash talking, they did add like a code of conduct now. Like,
bro, what is
like
this?
voices, like
Some AI.
some AI
right?
attracts like if you say like some heinous stuff, which I don't know how like deep it goes because again, we're like in our own party chat.
Yeah.
We don't really like trash talk anyways. We let the gameplay speak for itself.
I like that.
And I mean, I will say, I think I don't know how advanced it is, but I think it is good. People are gonna be like soft. I'm not soft, trust me. But I will say they're like 13-year-olds that shouldn't be hearing stuff that people are saying because it's fucking heinous.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heinous stuff. I feel like, and people are gonna be like, you wouldn't survive back in MW2. Bitch, I've been playing since MW2.
Yeah.
So
We went
yes,
through
I
that.
can handle it. But I don't know. I feel like the stuff back then, like, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't as bad. I feel like right now people are very unhinged. They say some stuff that you should not, like, you shouldn't be saying.
Yeah,
You
I
shouldn't.
think for me the trash talking, like if you're saying bad stuff about someone, like how they play,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, like
about the
just trash
game,
talk.
like keeping it to game, like
Yeah.
you could be swearing and saying
Yeah,
like
yeah.
awful stuff about it, but it's like to the game,
Yeah.
But then once you start saying awful stuff that's way outside of the game or like
Yeah.
insulting other things that's not even related to it, that's when it's like, okay, bro, get this guy out of here.
Yeah.
Like now he's making this like a big personal issue.
Yeah.
And taking it a step that nobody wants to take it to.
Yeah, like we're just talking about the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
your
if someone's
gameplay's dog shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I mean, I had that before. Like people have said my name. I play bad. They're like, dude, you fucking suck. Uninstall the
Yeah.
game. Like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's fair play.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah.
But if someone was over here like trash talking my family,
Yeah.
or like talking about my income or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, get out of here. Like,
Yeah.
who are you, bro?
Like, who are? Yeah.
It's like that stuff you don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like you saw that clip with Nate Shot.
Yeah.
The guy's over here talking about how much money he makes. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, now you're talking about something outside of the game and you're dead wrong.
Yeah.
But if
and
you're
you
saying,
just look like an idiot.
yeah, but if you're saying like he sucks because he made a bad play
Yeah.
or something, I'm like, then that's good in-game trash talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's weird. Like it's just weird to see this actually happening. I wonder how it's gonna do.
Yeah.
But I hope it gets rid of some of these people who just are beyond unhinged and say stuff that's like way out of pocket.
Yeah. It's like
Like you
I
should
don't-
never repeat that stuff.
Yeah. And they wouldn't in person.
Oh no,
That's
of
the
course
thing.
they wouldn't.
And also, I just know there's gonna be a clip. So pointing at you guys,
Yeah.
the ones that are talking shit, like in the comments, you're soft.
Yeah.
No, it's just 13-year-olds shouldn't be hearing some of this stuff. Like it's so messed up.
Yeah,
You know,
like, dude,
and
like any of the,
you work with kids. They're fucked. No offense.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
like,
well, dude,
social media has just created little monsters.
dude, the stuff that you hear now, and just because of how much you're exposed to, it's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about like how much like insanely racist or obscene, like sexist things that people will hear, like from a Call of Duty game or from any game.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you shouldn't even be hearing that stuff.
Yeah, and that's
You
not
know?
that's not normal. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
go and
not trash
interact with
talk,
people,
bro.
and they're gonna these kids, they think it's normal, and they go to school and say that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you're gonna get your ass beat.
Yeah. So now I think this is a good thing that's coming.
Yeah.
Again, I'm just curious to see how good of a job it does, how accurate it is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be some people who, have some insane clips of like, they say like "fuck you" to a person.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Bro, I got banned." Like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Like that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. Like again, it's not gonna affect us because we're always in party chat.
Yeah, I know. This really
and
doesn't matter. To
I
us.
will say, I'm sure a lot of people are just like in a Discord together with their friends anyway, so
Yeah.
it's not going to affect them. But it will affect, the people that, come back from work and just sit down and they, trash talk like a 13-year-old after like their 9 to 5. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you realize the majority of the time when you're arguing with people, it's a little kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm 25.
I don't got time
Why?
for that, dude.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, seriously, I don't want to deal with the trash mics that are in COD anyway.
Yeah.
Like if I'm in Discord, I just want to go chat with my buddies. Like when we're in voice chat, like I just
Yeah.
want to talk with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with the other nonsense.
Yeah. So it's interesting that they're adding it,
Yeah, I think it's gonna come sometime in November, so it's gonna be like right at around the beginning of maybe a little bit into season 6, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of the game.
Well, I thought I don't know if it's actually in because I see there's a notification that we get like the code of conduct or whatever.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
I think it is in.
Let me go check because I'm not too sure. You're right though because I have seen that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it really says when it's coming. No, it's gonna launch with Modern Warfare 3. Okay, that's what it is. So I think it's in. I don't know if it's in this game. I think it is.
I think it is, but probably not like fully, right?
Right.
Fully developed.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think right now it's in this game like a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be like full-time thing. That's gonna be like at scale.
Yeah.
With MW3.
Yeah, it's funny that, again, like you said, they've added the voting thing and this into it because it seems like they're trialing stuff for MW3.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Also, I'm just saying, you're trialing stuff at the end of the game where a lot of people have fallen off already.
Yeah.
So you don't really have a big pool of people to see if this is actually good or not to try. So I
wonder what the player base count is right now.
Yeah, because
That'd be a way to see it.
I can't imagine it's that big.
Right.
Because, you and I are still playing, but a lot of people we know just...
And dude, I'll tell you, I tried to queue up into a game. I mean, granted, I started, it was like 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, just queuing.
Yeah.
Queuing. I'm like, dude, come on, give me somebody here.
Yeah. And, most creators, they're off COD.
Yeah.
Like, this is downtime for, like, a lot of Call of Duty content creators.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're definitely just using this as a testing ground now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be, it'll be a good change. Get rid of some of the absolute dorks that are in the game.
Yeah.
That just abuse it.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully we'll see if they get banned or not, or if they just find a way to finesse it,
Yeah.
But
we're in party chat, like we said. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, it doesn't matter for us.
Yeah.
For everybody else who's in the chat, this might make or break your day.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I said, it's coming to MW3, and you mentioned it earlier, dude. We do have some MW3 leaks.
Yeah. About the so we did mention about the like perk system there, how they're going to be doing like different gear, and stuff did come out about, you know, specifically like the boots, like, you know, dead silence boots, like strafing boots, stuff like that. And this is cool in my opinion. Other people might disagree, but if they execute this well, I think it'll really balance the game, because you really have to choose your play based on your play style. If you want dead silence, you want like dead silent footsteps, you need these boots. There are boots for like strafing. If you want to which, by the way, MW3 strafing, like back in the day, that was awesome.
Yeah. You felt like a beast.
Yeah. And now if you want that in the game, but you sacrifice, you know, footsteps being heard, that's great. I really think this will balance it out if they execute it well. And based off of like just seeing that, I like it personally, because it does like adapt to your play style.
Yeah. The only one that I haven't, maybe just because I haven't looked hard enough yet, but the one I haven't seen yet is the helmet stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the helmets have been leaked.
Yeah.
The vest, the gloves, and the boots have.
Yeah.
And apparently that's what it looks like. It's going to be something along those lines. Like that's the perk system.
Yep.
Instead of like perks 1, 2, 3, it's 4 perks.
Yeah.
And it's just labeled like as your body kit. And like you were saying with all the boot perk options, like they just have like canvas sneakers, stalker boots, tack pads, ultra light boots, running sneakers, and climbing boots.
Yeah.
And they all do like all things that are just like very specific to your play style too. Like the canvas ones saying like eliminating footstep sounds, are basically ninja.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this, like, right off the rip. Like you said, the big question mark is, like, just if they can execute this properly and all the perks work together.
Yeah.
You know? Because looking at this, like, myself, okay, like, this COD right now, I use the same perks for every class.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what game mode I'm playing. I'm using the same stuff. The only difference is, like, for an AR, if I'm playing on... like, I don't know, if I'm playing like Control, I'm going to be using a trophy. That's literally only a difference.
Yeah, you're always using the same perks.
Yeah. This, though, it seems like from looking at it, there's a lot of different things that I would want to use for different scenarios.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like, again, the big issue in this game is the footsteps, right? So dead silence is super important. I don't think they, you know, should eliminate footsteps completely, right? But if they lower the noise of the footsteps, like... For example, in S&D, if you know you need silent footsteps, but if you want to position yourself faster than someone else, and you put on those like what are they called, like fly boots or something like that?
The fast ones, ultra light boots.
Yeah, the ultra light boots, and now you beat your opponent to like a spot, so you can like pre-fire or something. That would be nice to have.
Yeah,
like again, different scenarios. You can be using like different gear and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I want, because in in BO4, it was a lot like that.
Yeah.
You know, except with operators.
Right.
So I do like this. If they execute it well, like you said, and it meshes with the other gear. And I will add too, all right, Sledgehammer, if you're listening somehow, this is a perfect opportunity to add loot crates where you can earn through playing the game that are customizable to your character.
Absolutely.
This is, I want cool gloves. I want a whole set, you know, that, I don't know, being like a shark or something. Yeah. Helmet, vest, gloves, and boots. I want that. And let me apply that to every single, like, gear.
Yeah, absolutely. I think if they have it like they did in BO3, where you could just go, they don't change at all what the perk does. It's just for aesthetics. Yeah. Play the game, earn keys, buy loot crates, you know, or use cash to do it. That's a huge win. They'd make so much money doing that. Yeah. You know, because that's the stuff, like, instead of these packs where you have to go spend $20 to go get this stuff, like get a full customized thing. Yeah. I'd rather just go and play for it. You know? Yeah. And maybe earn just the vest. Yeah. You know, instead of having to buy the whole thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like they can release bundles too, but again, our whole thing is let us be able to earn like
these keys.
Yeah.
Or like loot crates, like randomizing stuff, you know? Like, let us be able to earn that.
Give us the GTA method.
Yeah, yeah.
If I want to earn this stuff, I got to grind. I'm like, okay, I'm here for that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to pay for it because I'm too tired, like, I'll pay for it.
Yeah. And these, the gear system, I am really interested about it. It sounds good on paper. Again, the gloves, too. Like, I really like that. You know, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
If you want, you know, faster gloves or whatever, you have to use that glove. Or, you know, something that increases strafing with these type of gloves. Or, you know, you pull up your gun faster with this glove.
Yeah, it seems to be like right now what's leaked, like the tack gloves, which are fast hands, scavenger gloves, scavenger.
Yeah.
Marksman, which is like cold-blooded, assault, which is battle-hardened. So it just like, you know, don't take as much effect to stuns EMPs, which I don't really know how gloves would do that. Seem like more like a helmet
thing,
but, you know, touche.
Yeah.
And then the specialist gloves, which at least from this, it's saying this is all. I'm getting this from Charlie Intel, by the way, for anyone wondering. This seems to be more like Ghost or High Alert. High Alert, bro. R.I.P.
Yeah.
I'm getting PTSD from that nonsense. So like it seems to be that most of this stuff, like it's just they're taking like the old perks or a lot of the perks that we had, and they're just putting them into this sort of system here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I'd have to go look at it on paper to see how they've shifted the classes around regarding like which perks are in the perk 1 slot, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
To allow these combinations to happen. Because I think if they do that right, then you won't get these classes that are just like the god classes.
Yeah.
That everybody will use. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because like you said, in this game, I don't change my like perk package like at all.
Right.
And it's because the other perks, like, they don't benefit us.
Right.
But in, like, past game, like Cold War, for example, not that long ago, I did have separate classes for different situations with different perks.
Right.
So in this, like, I don't know. If you want a really, really fast class running, like, a sub or whatever, you can put on those ultra light boots with the sleight of hand. Like, you can make yourself super, super speedy. And, like, you're like, a crazy sub. And you're playing like hardpoint, maybe the dead silence boots, like they're not as important. Right. But if you're flying around, slide canceling around corners, like diving everywhere, that might benefit you.
Well, yeah, that's I was just gonna say, because there's one that tactical pads increase slide distance and allows for full ADS while sliding.
Yeah.
Increase stance transition speeds and crouch movement speed. Like, dude. Can you imagine that? Like, if you're really good at movement, you know, like you've got the scuff and you've got like all the, like, you know, what's the other thing I'm thinking of right now that was in slide canceling?
Yeah.
Like, if you're really good with your movement, that might be insane to you.
Yeah.
You know? And you don't need to worry about the increased speed or worry about the footsteps, because you're just going to rely on your movement to win gunfights.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? Like, that's the stuff that I like to think of.
Yeah.
You know?
And if they execute this right, like, to counter that, like, you know, your enemy is using, like, the opposite of those perks.
Right.
To help them, like, win those gunfights.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like the gear system on paper. It makes sense in my head. And it just seems like you said, they're taking a perk and just assigning it to, like, equipment now.
Right.
That's really it. It's the same thing. They're just moving the They're not calling it a perk anymore.
Right.
It's just a different category.
Just gear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that's how I think about it. I'm pretty sure that's what they were intending to do with it.
Yeah.
And it does lend themselves into the realm that you were mentioning earlier about what you would like them to do. I would say both of us too. It allows them, like, if they want to get into the more cosmetic realm and they want to start charging stuff for that or making that available to, like, earn through the game, it allows them to do that. If you do perks, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It just ends at the perks, and then you got to make a whole other system of, like, customizing your character.
Yeah.
Because I think the last COD that we had where you could do that was what? Was it IW?
What?
Was that the last one where you could customize, like, the helmet, body, shoes, or whatever? Or have you ever been able to do that individually at that level? BO3 you could.
BO3 you could.
Right.
AW could.
Yeah.
BO4 you had.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, you
I meant to say
no, yeah,
AW, not IW.
BO4. That was the last one.
BO4 you could?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember it.
Yeah, you had, like, helmets, you had boots, you, like, same stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Because I remember, like, I got like that hero set for, like, all the operators.
Was that BO4?
Yeah.
Dang. I don't. I like.
There was another set in BO3.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the gold set was BO3, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What did it look like in BO4?
It was like the same thing. Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go look it up
Yeah.
after. That's so wild, bro. I literally don't remember that. Right now. But no, like that stuff though is so cool.
Yeah.
You know, like point being. And the thing I like about that too is there's certain things like the hero stuff, you couldn't buy that.
Yeah, you had
Like,
to earn it.
Yeah, you had to earn
Yeah.
that. Which was like a bit of it was like a flex on everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like to know that you've used this operator enough and done all the challenges with them.
Yeah.
And you didn't buy it, you know. But then there were ones that were really cool that you had to earn through loot crates by luck.
Yeah.
And I don't even think you could actually purchase them though. You could just purchase the keys or the COD points for the loot crates.
Yeah, which again, like obviously that's losing them money. But again, now they can just like bundle it. Like if you don't want it, you know, you have the bundle, where
Right.
you can just spend actual money and get it.
Yeah.
Which that it gives best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about it, dude, I'm questioning it now in BO4. Could you only buy skins?
Do you want to look it up for you? Black Ops 4. What should I look
Because
up?
you can change your operator. Like not changing your operator, but like your operator skin.
Yeah, I think you can.
You definitely can. But I know there were like different sets you could unlock your operator.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, again, it's been so long since actually watching.
Or is it only face paint that you can customize?
Looking at like this quick video?
Yeah.
This guy's got it as like it's full.
Oh,
it's
okay,
full
yeah,
things.
yeah. So it's not like gear.
So BO3 was the gear, right?
Yeah.
BO3 you could go through and change every part of them.
Yeah, yeah.
BO4 had a ton of different it had all those subsections.
A ton of different skins that
Yeah.
apply to your operator. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, okay. Which that I'm like okay with too, but obviously it's not going down this route. There,
Yeah.
it seems like you said BO3 and like AW. I remember AW. They really introduced that.
Yeah.
because you could get like different jetpacks,
Yeah.
different boots, but obviously like all that stuff was cosmetic.
Yeah.
it wasn't like perks.
Yeah, for me too with the gear, like talking about the cosmetics and having to pay for it. My problem is like I don't want to go and spend money and not know what I'm gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's something that I personally don't like, and I do like about what they have now. It's like if you spend $20 or whatever, this is exactly what you're getting.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like if they have something that's like, oh, you pay $20, like you may not know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, like you just get points and then you have the loot crate and it's randomized.
Well, yeah. So like, but that's I guess the workaround for me. Like when we played BO3, it's like if I'm playing the game, I'm just earning these COD points.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me because I'm just playing the game.
Yeah, yeah.
And I earn these. But now if I spend actual money on the COD points,
Yeah.
that would like bother me because now I'm spending cash and I literally don't know what I'm gonna get.
That was AW.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause with the loot crates, you'd spend money, and then for the loot crates, and you don't know what you would get.
Yeah.
Which is like again the good thing about the bundles because now like you know what skin you're gonna buy.
Right.
But I think they should introduce both. It's a really really good system, like the way that they set it up. But please just make like all these cosmetics, like you can apply these cosmetics to any gear.
Yeah.
Like if I have a helmet, it should be applied to every single helmet.
Yeah.
And I should have those perks.
Yeah.
I really don't want like a really really cool helmet, and I can only use like I don't know, a flak jacket helmet.
Yeah.
That would be annoying.
Yeah, I would agree. I think if you're gonna pay for something, or if you're gonna be earning it like that, one, it doesn't like overwhelm you with options. Because I think if they go down the route of what you're saying, like they get into the very specifics of like, oh, it only works with this, then you're gonna have oversaturation.
Yeah.
You're gonna have like hundreds and hundreds of helmets, and gloves and boots. It's like, dude, I'm not saying you should have like 5, but like focus on the quality over the quantity.
Yeah, and if they do want to do quantity, right, they should do it in like the BO4 way. I keep going back to BO4 because I just think they did it like
It's one of the
perfect.
best systems.
Yeah. And they're cool bundles that I want to buy in this game, for example, but I'm not going to spend the money. Again, like
Right.
we've talked about it before, but they're setting themselves up really, really well, and let us apply like whatever we unlock to anything we want. Not like the blueprints, right? But I think blueprints are coming back, which I don't know. It's cool, but also annoying because I want that blueprint skin on all my weapons. If I unlock that camo, Like, I want it on all my weapons. And I know blueprint and camo are two different things, but I don't think they should be.
Yeah, I agree. I think the problem is that the blueprint turned into like it's all the attachments and everything. With
Yeah.
it. So that's their logic. But I totally agree. I hate that.
Yeah.
Because most of the time I'm like, yo, these attachments maybe suck.
Yeah.
And all
yeah.
I want is just like the camo. But then if you take off like, you know, the muzzle, they're like, just so you know, now the whole thing is going to be like this blueprint's going to disassemble and then it's going to be every other attachment and the whole skin or whatever that was with it is gone. It's like, bro, like I want to have like I don't want to have
that camo.
Yeah, I don't want this like the coolest looking camo and setup, but I'm going to have it on like, you know, I don't know, some like dog shit gun.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I want that on my like Vaznev. I want that on my TAC 56, my like anything. Like I want those on like every gun.
Yeah, like I get it, like having a custom stock for this weapon.
Right.
But that custom stock might suck, and like I don't want that on my TAC.
More often than not, bro, they do suck.
Yeah.
Like the only one that's really good is the CDL ones. The CDL blueprints for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones that are like really, really good right off the rip.
So I just hope in MW3 they make all this stuff like flow easily.
Yeah.
You know, everything should be you should be able to apply it to everything.
Yeah. I think so too. Something that like I'm just thinking about too that I hope that they fix for this, which I don't think people talked about as much, is I hope this game has a better UI.
Yeah.
Because I think the UI in MW2 is terrible.
Yeah, I've heard rumors that they are changing it, but it is gonna the layout, at least in the loading screen, like the lobby, the pre-lobby, it's gonna sort of look the same. Which I mean, I don't have anything like to say about that. I mean, we've had that same system since MW19 for the most part. But where I'm interested for that is like the gear stuff.
Yeah.
Picturing in my head, I'm not a developer or anything, but when you click edit, your character should pop up, like take up the whole screen, and then you have like helmet, gloves, vest, boots.
Right.
And then like they're carrying their weapon or whatever, and that's like separate.
Yeah. Like when I was watching the video when we were just checking on the BO4 thing, that's exactly how it was. Your character is up on the left, up on the right side.
Yeah.
And then it just had like for example, if they had it modified, it would be like, what are they again? It'd be like head, gloves, vest, boots.
Yeah.
You click on vest, drop down menu, or like sidebar comes over with all the vests. You click the vest, boom, hit circle, menu disappears.
Yeah.
Like it could be that simple.
Yeah. It should be quick.
Yeah.
Especially with perks too. Like you want it to be quick.
Yeah, it shouldn't be hard to navigate, especially too like with the leaderboards or trying to invite people or do stuff like that.
Yeah.
They need to fix all that.
Yeah.
Because for me, like right now, it's way too condensed.
Yeah.
Like it's all like, oh, if you tap R3, then like these little things come up there, and it's like, bro,
you need they need to minimize the amount of clicks that we need to do. Realistically, all we need to do is press triangle, and then friends list pop up. Yeah. Right now, I know you hit triangle, you have to scroll down to social, click social, and then it shows your friends like that are playing.
Yeah.
That's again, I think that's too many clicks.
Yeah.
You should just be able to press triangle or like social or whatever.
And then all your names are there.
Yeah.
Like friends.
Yeah.
Like just have a button for friends. Boom. Like I don't care about any of the other nonsense.
Yeah.
Or notifications, bro.
Yeah.
I don't care about notifications.
Yeah. Yeah.
This ain't my phone.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff we could talk about the UI,
but again, that'll be in our review.
And we will. We've talked about we're gonna do a dedicated episode of like everything we want and like organize it. Yeah. Because we could just go on forever.
But those main things we talked about again with the like closing out the system that they've got right now for the gear looks really good.
On paper, it looks really good.
Looks really good.
We are realists, though.
Yeah. Glass half full people over here again. It looks good. Like, do I know it's the greatest thing in the world? No. Do I think it'll fail? Personally, no. I think this is going to be either really good or it's just going to be like, okay, so this is just the perk system, like the original one that we had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. They just have to execute it well. And, that's not easy.
No, it's not.
So, again, it looks really good on paper. We'll see when the beta comes out, which, dude, it's going to come quick.
Yeah, I know. When is it coming again? It's
October 6, I want to say.
Yeah, bro. That's scary.
I want to say, yeah.
It's literally like in just a couple of days. That's 1 month.
Bro,
away.
The game's gonna come out in 2 months.
I
Or no,
know.
it's September.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 2 months. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's psycho.
Yeah.
I feel like we just started this game still though.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy too? We still have a whole season.
Yeah.
Bro, we're gonna have to haul.
Yeah, I know.
That season.
Yeah. Because we've got 20-some days left on this, so that's gonna put us at like, you know, the
End of September.
end of September,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna have the rest of October, and then
For that season.
And then that's it.
Yeah. And we got to put our review together.
Yeah, and then we'll take like 2 days off of not playing COD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then jump into the new one.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Time's flying.
time is flying, bro. The grind does not stop.
Yeah. But yeah, that was like all the news from season 5 reloaded. It wasn't that big of an update
Yeah.
besides like the stuff we talked about, and then the MW3 news, like because Twitter was going crazy about the gear stuff.
Yeah,
So again, the hype is there. I am excited about the new game.
yeah.
We both have it pre-ordered.
Yeah. I think everybody. Did you buy just like the regular version?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
whatever
what I
the base
got too.
version is.
Yeah. I think like honestly for this one, like if there's any COD to be hyped about right now, I think this is the one.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, you can come back on that, and maybe those words will haunt me.
Yeah.
But I really think so, just because of everything that we're hearing right now. We're on the upward trajectory.
We're getting back to the standard.
Yeah, we're getting back to the standard. Like when we were thinking about MW2, have to go back to hearing those rumors, but those rumors were not as good.
Yeah.
Going into that game. So now, like we're hearing some good stuff. Things are looking promising. I think it's worthwhile to maybe have a little bit of a Mona Lisa smirk.
Yeah.
With this one.
Yeah.
Like, be like, okay, we'll get a good COD here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll just have to wait till more news comes out to really get a full scope in the beta.
And we're gonna hear more like pretty soon too.
Yep.
Because like the COD Next event is coming up.
Yep.
So all the creators that are going to that, like enjoy the game and please let us know.
Oh yeah.
One day, dude, we're getting
One
the
day.
COD Casuals will be at COD
100%.
Next.
We will be there. We will get our code. We'll get that
Yeah.
invite.
Yeah. One day.
Yeah, and then we'll have a whole episode about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, bro.
This game.
It's
It's all right. No. No, but hopefully, one day. Please invite us, Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Activision,
please. We
see
love
us.
you guys. We love you dearly. We never said anything bad about you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are the best.
But yeah, I think that's it.
I think that's
Yeah.
it, brother.
Yeah, guys, so make sure, again, if you haven't listened to the Alley Cat episode, which
Please
was
do.
episode 133, go back, listen to
Yep.
that, and let us know what other guests you want in the future. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Go over there. We're posting shorts, too, on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels. If you don't want to listen to the whole podcast, go over there and just check out the clips. Spotify, Anchor.fm/the COD Casuals. We're on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, all that jazz. And leave a 5-star rating.
Absolutely.
It does help us immensely.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 134 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.